What's up, you guys? Good Investor here. I hope you're all well. Wanted to drop this brand new video right away to make sure that I cover a couple of things that happened in the market today. Really big news again on the stock market side, as well as a couple of news on the Robinhood that I wanted to cover today. So make sure you watch the video till the end. In case you like any points of the video, don't forget to smash that like button. It will take literally 2-3 seconds, but that would absolutely help the channel grow, and I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's deep dive into the video right away. And I want to just start it with S&P 500, which is the indicator of the market today. So if we talk about overall market, excluding tech stocks, the market actually went down today. However, tech stocks were the ones who did well today, and overall the semiconductor industry did well. So they were the ones to actually uplift the S&P 500, which is some of the really big tech companies out there. So, which is a great news. I mean, if we look at the 1 month chart here, we can see that actually it did drop, and then now we can see that the nature is healing now, right? I mean, things are going back from time to time, and we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the historical context here that could be a great news if you're an investor in the tech stock, especially. So make sure you watch it till the end. So another thing that I wanted to put here is NASDAQ, of course, and NASDAQ is purely the tech stocks, and we can see that NASDAQ is also coming back. And some of the things that I wanted to mention here is that if we look at the max, or actually 1 year or 5 years, we can see that NASDAQ has been lagging for some time. So obviously, I mean, if you look at this chart, it is a no-brainer that NASDAQ will definitely go up at some point, of course, right? We never know when is that. But I mean, my personal price prediction, not price prediction, but overall trajectory prediction, is that things should go up back to its pace beginning June and throughout the summer because of the historical context, and I will definitely mention that as well throughout the video. So as we can see, I mean, it has many ups and downs, but overall, if we look back, things are always coming back, and it is a no-brainer that NASDAQ would come back as well. So for those of you who are there, I think that this is a phenomenal opportunity to get into tech stocks. And actually, I want to mention a couple of them as well today. And actually, the biggest one, for the sake of keeping the video short. So specifically, I would like to talk on SOXL, which is a 3 times leveraged ETF that I've been mentioning for a while. And I think this specific ETF has a massive opportunity to grow. And I've been warning a lot throughout the channel as well. So in this video, I want to actually show some of the things that was happening today and the trajectory that it is going. So today we can see that they are up by 8% only, the ETF itself, and then we can see that some of the prices of the options that I hold, they went up as well by a lot, and we can see that today's return is 27%. Total return is negative, but as I said, I mean, NASDAQ is down and SOXL is down as well. So this is kind of like predictable, but as you can see, my ETFs are actually long ahead. The earliest one is expiring on August. So that's actually the time that I think the SOXL could reach some of its peak. So that is my personal price prediction. So obviously, I am definitely planning to hold it until then. So as of now, but you can see that the options are very cheap. So if you see, for example, one of them, let's say this one, right? We can see that only them were up by 15%. If we look at, I don't know, some of the cheaper ones, which are 40 cents and expiring on August, we can see that they're 30% up. So obviously a great opportunity here that I see that a lot of people are missing. I think market is underestimating it for a reason that if we look here, if we look at the one year trajectory or even 5-year trajectory, we can see that it has been lagging for some time, as NASDAQ was lagging for a number of reasons. I mean, inflation was one of them, and I'm not saying that inflation is not important here, but what I want to say is that this is a historical context. If we are treating it based on the charts only, which a lot of retail investors are doing that as well. So we can see that in 2018, we did see a drop here around this time as well, and there was a drop, and then as things went up in 2019, things did drop, and we can see that it was actually around this time. So 2019, literally 2 years ago around this time, May of 2019, things were really bad, but things did come back after that. So we can see that the same thing happened in 2020 as well. So we can see that things got really bad in 2020, and then there was a massive drop in March, April, around that time, and things started getting back around May, June-ish time, and we can see that there was a massive rally, and sort of something the same as expected as well, from my opinion. And we're right here, and I do think that the stock already hit some of its lowest points for this year. So I think a massive return is waiting ahead of us. So definitely a great news. So for those of you who are considering it, please do so, or make your own research and let me know what you guys think. I mean, this is I think a very big thing happening in the market, in the semiconductor industry. So on the other note though, something that I wanted to mention on this video as well, that there's a massive news on the crypto, not a crypto, but Robinhood side, that we can see that Robinhood is now allowing users to buy into IPOs ahead of its market debut. So what does that mean? So essentially, I didn't understand it initially, because when stocks hit the IPO, I always thought we could invest on IPO stocks right away. And one of the examples in my head was Coinbase. However, what I learned is that actually when a stock is hitting its IPO, it's actually not available to the retail investors like me and you, but rather institutional investors. So initially, when IPO happens, it actually hits the books, or it would be available to institutional investors, to some of the investment funds. So they would be the ones to decide and get some of those IPO stocks in discount, and actually make a ton of money before it gets publicly available. And one of the examples for that is actually Coinbase. So we can see that Coinbase was listed initially on April 14th for $250, and this little jump is actually caused by institutional investors when the IPO price for me and you was available already at $328. Imagine if you would be also available or able to buy it around this time. I mean, this would be amazing. And this is something that you, as well as along with other institutional investors, could take this massive rally and sell at this point, right? So you could be enjoying those gains as well. So definitely great news. And it is, of course, as Robinhood is commenting, it is back to its point of democratizing finance to everyone. So we all know that Robinhood saw a lot of hate when there was some incidents with meme stocks, including GameStop and AMC, back in the times when they literally did not let people buy more of those assets, more of those stocks, but rather only sell them, which got a massive hate towards the company. So obviously a lot of people lost trust, and now I think this is a move by Robinhood to actually get the trust back and get their customers back, because a lot of them left the company. So and then here's the comment that they are also mentioning, that most IPO shares typically go to institutions or wealthier investors. With IPO access, everyday investors at Robinhood will have the chance to get in at the IPO price. So we spoke about Coinbase as well. So this is exactly what they mean. So that is one of the things. Another thing is, I think this is a market move not only to gain the trust back, but also I think Robinhood is trying to position themselves in order for their upcoming IPO. So in order to let their investors, which is most probably some of the people, some of the investors who are owning a Robinhood account. So I think they want to get two birds with one stone, of getting those investors, smaller investors like me and you, to get earlier into their IPO price and obviously boost their stock price. So I think that is a sort of a move towards their own benefit as well. But hey, at the end of the day, we're all enjoying this early IPO if we are sticking with Robinhood as well. So a couple really good news actually on the Robinhood side, because of democratizing finance that way. And this is assumed to roll out within the next couple of weeks. And on March of this year as well, actually Sophie, Social Finance, has also said that it would allow retail investors to buy into IPOs. So all the companies are trying to get into that, which is a massive news. One of the things that I am also thinking about, of course, it's all theory for now, and I don't want to put any negative emotions there, but as they're making it more and more accessible to the public, there's always a downside that there could be a bubble that a lot of people would just jump in, and that bubble could burst at some point, which could be negative, of course, but there's a lot tied into bubbles, so I don't want to get too technical here. So overall, this is a fantastic news, and as I said, markets are coming back, which is also wonderful news. So let me know what you guys think about SOXL, what you guys think about this Robinhood IPO. I think it's massive, but I'm certainly happy to hear your point of view as well. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good day.